Howdy YouTube, my name's Ethanra, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So I'm a bit more awake now. I think I understand what's going on, I just don't know why, but I'm gonna check just in case. Okay, let's actually look at this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so I was right. Unfortunately, there's gonna be just one magic broom set, but that's fine. I guess it's better than none. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking how those bosses were so insanely strong. If you go in there with just a bunch of randoms, uh, and I'm not trying to brag here, I promise, but if you don't go in there with, if you go in there with a bunch of randoms and they're not like Kyrie EXing, fully guilted and all that stuff, and if you don't have people, even if they're not very strong, at the very minimum, if you don't have people who don't care at all about you, they're just going to spam their medals or pick up everyone else but you because you're not strong enough, you're going to have a pretty bad time. Because I was thinking how this seems like something you actually want to go into with a party. That being said, I've only been like twice. I tried this kid out just a little bit. My Zemnis and Vanitas, not Zemnis, Xehanort and Vanitas medal has defense boost 4 on it. It's not maxed out at all, but you know, doing this will help level it up. That being said, we are here to hopefully that'll make a difference, because when it activates, it does help. I was able to survive a couple of rounds against the Iron Giant before I did eventually go down because it didn't activate, but I'd rather have that little bit of extra insurance than, again, just raw power and know for a fact I'm going to go down every single... Oh my goodness. Well, I might as well try to contribute to this. Because, I mean, if I think about it, this thing has like over 100 HP, I think, when you first fight it. So, bare minimum, I'll try to help this person up. Yeah, paralysis. And poison. Yeah, see, I should have saw that one coming. Now, think about it. Maybe I might want to go raw power. Like, in general, I don't... Now, I say power, I don't mean power type. In general, I actually might want to do that because... Okay, they're just going to force me to do it. I'm going to use this attack and then get them up. Oh, never mind. They took care of it. But yeah, so I might go raw powered. It depends. Again, not power type. I just want to clarify that. What I mean is just be... just be fully offensive. Because when it comes to situations like this, even, let's just say, for example, my defense boost 4 does make me live. But because of the paralysis, which might end up skipping my entire turn, because I don't know if it's absolute paralysis. Crap. I don't know if it's absolute paralysis. So if that doesn't completely screw me over, then the poison almost certainly will, because I don't have 6,000 plus HP. So in addition to how strong the attack will be, if the paralysis doesn't screw me over, chances are the poison will kill me. So I don't know. We'll see. I need to at least survive the initial hit just to, you know, get a good feel for it. But ultimately it won't matter because she's going down now. So I'll stick with this group. They're not that bad. I mean, they were getting that one person up like 11 plus times. So that's pretty good. Oh, before I forget. I don't need it, but still. But you know what? I'm not really all that mad. I'm not mad at all, really. It's just I don't understand why. Because I didn't see it, but it's partially my fault because I didn't scroll all the way down. But it looks like to me they were just going to tell you what Union Cross does in general, and I've already read it. I'll just chill out until some more people come. What was I saying? Oh wait, I know what I can do. Well, no, that might be rude. I'll wait. I'll give him a couple. I'll give him a couple seconds. What was I saying? Oh right. I didn't scroll all the way down because it was just going to explain what Union's Cross was, so I didn't think there'd be no reason to because I've already seen it. But I don't know if these bosses are giving more coins, and that might be why. They're giving us like nothing but Omega Raid bosses. I don't know. They're doing a lot of questionable things lately. Like someone told me that the Jewel Princess only gave jewels that one time and never did again. And that's great and all. But A, I could have swore she did, because how would she become my favorite if I only fought her that one time? And, yeah, now we gotta hurry. How would she be my favorite if she only did it that one time? And second, why would they do it at all then? Like, because she doesn't show up a lot, in my opinion. Because no one else seemed to say anything about it till I did, when they gave us the blue one. The pink one, I know for a fact, gave jewels. Okay, fine, she only did it once. Why? Why then? Why would you have a boss that shows up so rarely, give jewels, and then, oh man, it's even more than I thought. Over 400. Yeah, so if that wasn't clear enough, you absolutely do want to do these with your party. And if you are some random, especially a low-level one like poor Lottie, then you are going to be in for some bad times. But as I was saying, if the Jewel Princess was only to give jewels that one time, and you almost never see her, then why? Why would you even make that a thing? Why do it at all? Why not just go ahead and make the boards we normally use just give jewels as usual? And I could tell this was going to be a problem. I actually, for this one, I think I will go back to my full throttle kit, just so I can squeeze out more damage, because I'm not going to survive the initial hit. Defense boost 4, unfortunately, is too low, even though it is great when it activates, because it helped me survive against the Iron Giant, but like I said, that's probably not going to happen with this thing because of the poison. Getting off topic again. Oh well, I guess it's not all that important. The sum of what I'm trying to say is, I'm just glad they're different bosses. I remember what I'm saying now. Yeah, I am glad they're different because, you know, hocus pocus. But they've been doing a lot of questionable things lately. Like, even if Jewel Princess only came that one time and only gave jewels that one time, okay, great. But why was it only once? Poison. Why was it only once and never again? Don't you think if it was Jewel Princess, to go as far as to call her that, and again, if it's Jewel Sorceress, fine, whatever. Jewel is in the name, and she actually gives jewels. Why would you make that you do only once with that raid boss? I would make it a permanent thing, especially since that raid boss does not show up every week. So, I don't know. There's that. Then there's the Kyrie EX that fast, followed almost immediately behind, or immediately by, sorry, Sora and Riku EX. So there's that as well. Then, like I said, the Jewel Princess who gives no jewels. And then it's like, oh man, well, you know, it's been pretty bad. But hey, at least we have Union's Cross. We who never got Kyrie EX. And then they make it this? I don't know what's going on here. I said this earlier. And I should have used my Nova there. I said this earlier. And see, Defense Boost 4 does kick in. But I'm going to have to grind that out later. I would normally do it in Union's Cross, but as I was saying, so it's like the people who didn't get Kyrie EX, or even worse, have no party, or a very weak party, or are weak themselves, get this. After everything that's going on, now this. I don't understand. I really don't. Like I said, I'm already not in the know, so I'm not following them very closely. Like, if it's beyond Twitter, then I don't know. But I'm not following them very closely, and I just cannot fathom why they're doing some of the things they're doing. Like, it's almost, I said this before, I got off topic, but I said this before, it's almost like they're trying to make people quit. Ordinarily, I can't really talk about it because I've never owned a business, but that sounds kind of like a foolish thing to do if you're trying to get money out of people, would be to do everything in your power to make them quit. Kyrie EX coming early, and then, you know, her drop rate, followed immediately by Sora and Riku EX. Jewel Princess gives no jewels, even though she did that one time. So of all the times you would think to bring it back, you would think it would be now. And then Unions Cross is so difficult that if you are a low-level player, have no party, and probably not have Kyrie EX, I'm not sure how much damage these people are actually doing. That one might vary depending on, again, if you have a party and how strong you are in general. You are in for some bad times. So I just don't understand why it just seems to be this string of bad decisions. Like I said, I'm not in the know. If any of you know why, okay, cool. I'm glad you know at least. I'm just speaking from the everyman's point of view. And that's something else you should take into account when I make these videos. I'm not doing it for attention. I'm not trying to start a riot against SENA or anything like that. Do not come to me. I appreciate you all watching. I hope I entertain you somehow, but don't come to me if you want actual factual information. I'm just making these videos for fun and telling you about how I feel about certain things. And Ethanra, raw and unedited. So, you know, I have no way of changing anything that goes on. And my best chance of doing that would be just to straight up remake the video. With all that being said, I'm talking about from an everyman's point of view, like people who maybe don't follow them like there's some kind of PI. Like I said, if it's beyond Twitter, I don't know what's going on. If it's beyond that, then anything that happens is just beyond my knowledge. But let me go and use this. I'll try to get one of them up. But yeah, I'm just speaking from an everyday point of view, so I have no idea what all's going on. So that's just why I'm trying to, okay, cool, I survived. How about that? I'm just trying to explain the way they make me feel about certain things. And again, sorry if I sound like I'm kind of rambling, because I kind of am. I'm not very good at multitasking. It's really hard for me to concentrate and remember things in general. So if I say something more than once, or if I'm saying something and then trail off and then never come back, I am sorry about that, because it annoys me when I see other people do it. So of course it would annoy me 100 times as much when I do it. But with that being said, I just don't understand why they've made such a string of bad decisions. I really don't know. And after this, depending on, maybe not, because this video is going to go on pretty long, because we're just now getting the Queen Bee Omega to half her health, so we'll see. I was thinking of switching out to my other kit so I could do more damage, but it probably won't be a good idea, because it's not like me doing more damage will make that big of a deal. Oof. Yeah, I say I might not have too much of a choice here. That's probably still going to be the way this goes down. I'm going to let them get that person up. I was trying to get Sejikun. I think that's how you say that name. Because I think they know what they're doing, or they've caught on. Ah, dang it. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see I was poisoned. Or they've caught on to what's happening, where, well, I might have spoke too soon there, because I thought I saw them get an attack out. I was going to say I thought they were saving their medals for reviving people, but I can't tell how much damage they're doing. I don't think all that much. But at any rate, if they're not able to get me up, then I'll just switch my my thing and try to come back. Well, that was pretty clutch. But see, this is the problem though, because again, ordinarily I would designate that to one person, but it's like everyone here is kind of like on revive duty, so we're not able to keep on dishing out attacks, and that ultimately just slows us down even more. So you see why I said it's kind of hard for me to decide. If I had something like defense boost, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to get him. If I had something like defense boost 4 max or something like that, it probably wouldn't be too big of a deal. But I don't. And my defense boost 4 is not high enough to activate all the time, because I didn't grind for it with Hocus Pocus, because Hocus Pocus, and I can't really grind for it now because of this. So it's just insane. I hope when Eternia and I do this, and Minx, and there's another guy I might want to try to bring in here. He seems pretty cool. But yeah, if I try to get a party together, go through this, I'm hoping they don't get too discouraged, because man, this is exactly what I'm talking about when you go with random people. Not that they're bad per se, it's just not a lot of coordination. But yeah, that's fine. Gonna give up. I'll go and come back with my other kit just to see how that goes. Because in addition to, you know, being poisoned, that kind of messes it up regardless. Then defense boost 4 is not as high as I would like for it to be. So we'll try the other one. Oh, wow, they were actually doing really good. And that's another thing. Every single time I played this particular set of Unions Cross, you guys saw it a little bit ago. It happened after I recorded the first video, and it happened, once when I stopped recording. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I was saying. Anyway, my point is, every single time I finish one of these rounds, the people quit. And I don't blame them for that. I'm just stating a fact here. They will quit. I don't know if these people will. They seem to be doing pretty good. But then again, there's no telling how many times the party had been switched out with new people because other people either quit, could not get revived, and were forced to leave, or some such thing. But just to see... Yeah, see? Alright, Fane wants to go again. So does that person. Nah, sorry, man. I was actually going to let that one run out because I'm going to just go ahead and post this video too. Sorry, I've been all over the place. I said I'm more awake, and I am, but I haven't had breakfast yet either. But I think I got my point across. I just don't understand the so many bad decisions they've been making lately. Just doesn't make any sense. Why would you try to push everyone away? Making Kyra EX come early was bad enough. Like, that set the community on fire. I was not one of those people. I didn't mind it too much. My only regret was I wasn't as ready as I thought I'd be, because I told you guys I spent like 5,000 jewels and 2 Mickey and brooms on something else because I thought, you know, I got plenty of time before she shows up. Nope, she's showing up the very next day. So there was that. I think, depending on how the community acted, I guess this is the first time they've done something like this where they released a medal outside of the order it was in the Japanese version. I think that's another reason why. And then, like I told you, after all of that, then there was the whole Smitty thing that came up. So that didn't help the case. I don't know if people made that out of desperation or what, but there was that. Then there's Sora and Riku EX, Jewel Princess that gives no jewels, even though she did that one time, and you think they would make that a permanent thing because she doesn't show up enough as is. And now, essentially, you need a party for Unions Cross. That or some really, really good random people. So, why? I'm not mad, in case it wasn't, you know, obvious. I'm not that kind of person. I really don't get very emotional easy unless I'm surprised, and I don't really get angry unless it affects me directly, and there's other caveats to that. But my point is, the main thing is, I just don't understand why. Why this string of bad decisions? I don't know. I really don't. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully this video was somewhat entertaining, and I will see you around.